Hey everyone, and welcome to Crash Course English. Today we're going to embark on an exciting journey into the heart of our sentences. Yes, you guessed it right, we're talking about verbs. Verbs are the dynamic elements that inject life into our language. They are the words that tell us what action is taking place, what state of being is occurring, or what condition is being described. Without verbs, our sentences would be static and lifeless, much like a car without an engine. Verbs provide the power and tell us what's happening. They describe actions like running, jumping, and thinking. They also describe states of being, such as existing, seeming, and becoming. Without verbs, we wouldn't be able to convey any action or state of being. For example, the cat, that's it. Just a noun with no action. It's not very interesting, is it? But when we add a verb, like sleeps, suddenly, we have a complete thought. The cat sleeps. Now we have action, we have movement, we have life. So, buckle up, because we're about to explore the different types of verbs and how they work. From action verbs that describe physical activities to linking verbs that connect the subject to additional information, we'll cover it all. Get ready to dive deep into the world of verbs and discover how they can transform your writing and speaking. So, let's get started on this thrilling ride through the world of verbs. By the end of this lesson, you'll have a newfound appreciation for these powerful words and how they can elevate your language skills. Let's go. First up, we have action verbs. These are the verbs that describe physical or mental actions. They tell us what someone or something is doing. Think about words like run, jump, sing, think, or dream. These are all action verbs because they describe an action that someone or something is performing. For example, the dog barked at the mailman. The action verb barked tells us what the dog did. Action verbs make our sentences more dynamic and exciting. They paint a picture in our minds of things happening. So the next time you want to add some excitement to your writing, remember to use those action verbs. Next, we have linking verbs. These verbs don't show action like action verbs do. Instead, they connect the subject of a sentence to more information about the subject. They're like bridges connecting two ideas. Some common linking verbs include is, am, are, was, were, seem, become, and appear. For example, the sky is blue. In this sentence, the linking verb connects the subject sky to the adjective blue, telling us more about the sky's state of being. Linking verbs help us describe things and provide more information about the subject of a sentence. They're essential for creating clear and descriptive writing. Section 4. Helping verbs, lending a hand to the action. In this section, we will explore the fascinating world of helping verbs and how they play a crucial role in our sentences. Finally, we have helping verbs. These little words might seem insignificant at first glance, but they are essential in constructing meaningful and grammatically correct sentences. These verbs work together with the main verb in a sentence to show the verb's tense, mood, or voice. Without helping verbs, it would be challenging to convey the exact timing or nature of an action. They're like the sidekicks of the verb world, always there to lend a helping hand. Just as a superhero needs a trusty sidekick, the main verb often relies on helping verbs to complete its mission. Some common helping verbs include be, do, have, will, shall, can, could, may, might, must, should, and would. These words might be small, but they pack a powerful punch in our sentences. For example, she is running in the park. Here the helping verb is works with the main verb running to indicate that the action is happening right now. In this sentence, the helping verb is works with the main verb running to show that the action is happening right now, in the present continuous tense. This combination helps us understand the timing of the action more clearly. Helping verbs add more detail and nuance to our sentences, allowing us to express a wider range of meaning and emotion. They enable us to convey different shades of time, possibility, obligation, and more. For instance, consider the sentence, she can run fast. The helping verb can indicates the ability of the subject to perform the action. Without can, the sentence would lose its meaning. Another example is, he has finished his homework. Here, the helping verb has shows that the action of finishing the homework is complete. It helps us understand the timing and completion of the action. Helping verbs are also crucial in forming questions and negatives. For example, do you like ice cream? And she does not like ice cream. In these sentences, do and does are helping verbs that assist in forming the question and negative statement. By using helping verbs, we can add layers of meaning to our sentences, making our communication more precise and effective. They help us navigate the complexities of language with ease. So, the next time you construct a sentence, Remember the importance of helping verbs. They might be small, but they play a big role in making our language rich and expressive. Embrace the power of helping verbs and see how they can transform your sentences, adding depth and clarity to your communication. Happy learning! Section 5. Time travel with verbs past, present, and future. Verbs are time travelers. They have the unique ability to transport us through time, allowing us to understand when actions and events occur. This magical journey through time is made possible by verb tenses. They can tell us whether an action happened in the past, is happening now, or will happen in the future. Imagine verbs as little time machines that can take us back to yesterday, keep us grounded in today, or propel us into tomorrow. We call this verb tense. Verbs change their form to show us where we are on this timeline. This change in form is known as conjugation. Conjugation allows verbs to adapt to different subjects, times, and aspects, making our language rich and versatile. For example, the verb eat changes to ate in the past tense, I ate breakfast. This simple change in form tells us that the action of eating breakfast happened at a specific time in the past. It stays as eat in the present tense, I eat breakfast every day. The present tense indicates that the action is happening now, or is a habitual action that occurs regularly, and it becomes will eat in the future tense, I will eat breakfast tomorrow. The future tense tells us that the action is expected to happen at a later time. Understanding verb tenses is essential for clear communication. Without a proper grasp of verb tenses, our sentences can become confusing and misleading. It helps us avoid confusion and ensure that our listeners or readers understand when something happened or will happen.